On the occasion of Goa Kranti Din or Revolution Day, Kashvi and Mariel, students of 12th Arts, will be performing a dialogue to enrich us with knowledge on this historical day.
Good morning, Reverend Father Principal, teachers, staff members, and dear students. Hey Kashvi, I recently went for an interview and they asked me a simple question. What's the significance of 18 June in Goan history? And honestly, all I could think of was the 18 June road in Panjim.
That's exactly the problem, Mariel. 18 June isn't just a date on the calendar. It marks the turning point in Goa's fight for freedom. And yet, most of our generation does not even know why it is remembered. A generation that forgets its history, forgets itself. We know the name, but not the meaning. Let's change that. Let's tell a story every Goan should know.
Today is 18 June, Goa Revolution Day. It is not just a date, but a spark that lit the flame for freedom in Goa. In 1946, the Portuguese ruled over Goa for more than 400 years. There was no freedom of speech. Konkani was banned in most schools. Newspapers were censored. Protests were illegal and people lived in silence.
And yet, on this very day in Margao, Dr. Ram Manohar Lohiya raised his voice against the Portuguese rule. Goans gathered around him in protests, breaking silence, risking arrest. And that protest became the first true spark of Goa's mass revolution.
Let's not forget that the Portuguese ruled Goa from 1510 to 1961. That's longer than the British ruled over India. Heroes like Tristão Bragança de Cunha and brave villagers from Kunkori, Arusi and Lutori stood strong and brave even when the world wasn't watching.
But what about today? Our generation is globally connected but locally disconnected. We know how to make trending reels but struggle to say 10 lines in Konkani. We know how to dance to pop and EDM but can barely name a single Mando or Degni song. We proudly wear international brands but hesitate to represent our own Goan identity. And the worst part is, most of our generation does not even know the significance of 18 June in Goan history.
So what do we do now? We don't need another protest. We need a purpose. Today's revolution is not about asking for freedom. Today's revolution is preserving our culture and most importantly our land. Today's courage is to speak our mother tongue without any shame. Today's freedom is to remember those who didn't have one.
So ask yourself, if you were alive in 1946, would you have stood up with Dr. Lohiya? Then stand today, not in protest, but in awareness. Because a revolution is not something we win once. It is something we protect through for generations.
So let's not allow our freedom to become a forgotten chapter. Let's not allow Goa's history to become just a heritage walk or a street name. Let's make it a part of who we are. This 18 June, let's not just remember Goa Revolution Day. Let's own it, let's honor it, let's live it. Because a revolution is meaningless if the next generation forgets why it ever happened.
And as proud Don Bosco students, let's connect this moment to our school motto: excellence in knowledge and character. Knowledge is knowing your history 100%, and character is respecting the sacrifices that brought us here. Let's just not be proud Goans on a piece of paper. Let's be proud Goans in voices, in values, and in how we carry forward this legacy.
Today, as we celebrate the Goa Revolution Day, we at Don Bosco's celebrate ourselves as revolutionary historians of the arts section. Kindly enjoy the exhibitions which showcase revolutionary methods of how to explore history and enjoy the learning experience.
Jai Goa, Jai Hind, Dev Bare Karo.
weapons like AK-47, rifles and grenades. So they threw grenades at the plane, which broke the bridge and it injured over 100 people and killed over 50. And today this event is known as the 26th.
From there, he will take out that person's heart and put it on this weight scale. He will weigh with the feather, and if the heart weighs more than the feather goes down, that means the person will not rest in peace. Now, the study behind it is that he takes out a person's heart so that and weighs it, because if the heart weighs more than the feather, it means that the person did really bad things in life. He was a bad person. If the heart weighs exactly like the feather, then it means he was a good person and he can rest in peace.
the feather.
He's a good person.
The class is now from the post just the winter from the and there are three sheets listed by King Ferdinand to find more lands for more resources and being part of the early trade activities. So the God Glory Gold is a motto of the Portuguese during the early trade activities. Early trade activities, part of them
This image depicts when he was just 9 and his father had to leave him alone as he had to go for work, and when he was just 2 his mother passed away, and that's how his childhood went. And then when he was his father passed away, he had to take the role of the village and also came to Goa to fight for and when he was just 45, he was conquered by Aurangzeb because of his own family betrayed him, and he was literally tortured for 40 days. He was tortured with there were things moving to his eyes, his skin was charged and cut it everywhere with bruises. Aurangzeb put salt and fish over their arms and tortured him so much, yet he did not show any of the Maratha secrets, and he was also asked to convert himself to Muslim, but then he did not agree to it, and he died in the 40s. But yet he is known as the most immortal man of the world.
1965, Britain imposed the infamous Stamp Act on its American colonies. Every newspaper, legal document, even playing cards, needed a special stamp to show the tax had been paid. But here's what made it explosive. The colonists had no savings. For the first time, colonists across America were united.
Operation Legit, when pushed into shock in 1961. Operation Legit was quick, down, and very much not inside in Go back home! Goa, Daman and you were liberated in just over a day. Meanwhile, Salazar back in Lisbon was clutching maps. And when he finally clocked out in 1970, our boy Sally left the state the same way he was, stiff, stubborn, and stuck in the past. And that was the end.